From Lodge. He's the one of the biggest characters on the show,
but who doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. So last week we found out, thanks to Jughead's dad, that Hiram has been involved in screwing up poor Fred's business.
Yes.
Because he found out that Hermione is dating Fred.
He knows everything.
I know. How are you feeling about this whole Hiram stuff going on right now? Hiram Lodge, what are you doing?
I know. I feel like Veronica is just anxious about it and is waiting for him to come home and seeing how that changes the family dynamic.
So in this week's episode, there's a photo that was released, and it's Lily as Betty comforting you in the bathroom. And at WonderCon, Lily told us that that's a moment about friendship. Can you give us any more hints at what's going on in that scene?
Yes. So in that episode, there's a big Veronica-Ethel story, and Veronica sees that Ethel, she reads a poem in class, and it's a very depressing, sad poem, and Veronica interprets that as a cry for help. So she goes to Ethel, and she's like, Ethel, what's going on? Do you want to talk about something? And they kind of start to form a friendship because, back in New York, Veronica was the bad girl. She was a mean girl. She was a bully. And she sees this girl, Ethel, who probably would have been someone she bullied back in her New York days. So she's taking it upon herself to redeem herself and find friendship with Ethel. But in doing so, she realizes this big secret that connects their families together, Veronica's and Ethel's family, and she has a breakdown. And Betty comes to the rescue during that moment, and that's the moment of friendship.
B&V forged forever.
B&V forged forever. All day, every day.
We haven't actually seen you and Lily have too many scenes together lately because obviously Lily's had a lot of Jughead.
Yeah, and she's just really distracted into this Jason Blossom murder. Yeah.
And the Polly situation.
There's a lot going on in Betty's life.
But is there more sort of as the season progresses between the two of you? Because that's been a fun friendship to see on the screen.
Always.
So.
I mean, I don't think I can think anything off the top of my head right now. But I feel like throughout everything that's happening in their individual lives, they're constantly using each other for support, through whatever hardship they're going through in their personal lives.
What's another fun friendship is Kevin and Veronica.
They are Veronica.
The best. Any more adventures for them?
Well, episode 9, they do kind of have a moment together. Like, she confesses about her bullying past to Kevin, and he's like, oh my God, did you drive a girl to suicide? She's like, no, not that, but I am responsible for putting a girl in therapy, So I think she kind of confides in Kevin, and he helps her through this Ethel thing as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The Kevin and Veronica stuff is really fun.
There's like a big lunch scene at the Lodge's apartment with Betty, Kevin, and Veronica and Ethel and Hermione. It's really bizarre.
She was really upset when her mom started making out with Mr. Andrews.
Yes.
Is she feeling a little better about that at this point, kind of going into this episode?
Well, as you've seen in episode 7, she kind of comes to an acceptance about it, but I don't think she's necessarily encouraging it or is okay with it. She's just suppressing it and being like, okay, well, if that's what you need to do, you do what you gotta do. And I feel like as the episodes progress, Veronica is distancing herself from her family a little bit more. And starting to look at them objectively.
I love Veronica so much. She's so confident. Yeah. She's what, 15, 16 years old?
She's 16 years old,
and she's got this amazing confidence. And she's
a maturity.
Did you have talks with Roberto about that? She's just such an interesting character, and she comes into this world where a lot of people need more reassurance than she does.
Right. It's funny because I feel like all the kids in Riverdale are more mature than the adults in a way, and they're all more innocent or better, they're pure. And I think that is kind of a story that's being told, is the loss of innocence and the idea that your parents are just as childish as you once were, and realizing that adulthood isn't really about knowing what you're doing, it's about figuring it out as you go,
Yeah, so far it's just like one parent is being taken down each week, and we're just being shown.
I think Fred Andrews is the only good parent in Riverdale, and like maybe Sheriff Keller, but that's about it.